welcome to the first edition of the program Touching Lives this brand new year. Yes, here on Garden City Radio 89.9 FM. Yes, Touching Lives reaches you at 4:15 every Thursday on 89.9 FM. Yes, it's a new year. I'm your host. My name is Carl Orakwe, and I have from the Luther Welfare for Children and Risk Development Center, of course, they back this program. I have Reverend Nicholas Sino. Good evening to you, Reverend. Happy New Year.
To you, and the same to you.
Yes, and of course we finished last year. 2017 has ended, and we are privileged to have seen 2018. It's a brand new year. It's a brand new opportunity indeed for everyone. It's a chance to perhaps start afresh or perhaps finish off what you haven't finished up before.
As I always say, that hope is always available for everyone. For the fact that you have been able to pass the old year into the new one of the things I know is that hope abounds, that there is going to be an expansion, there is going to be health, there is going to be success for everyone out there. So even if you have been in trouble before, just understand that this year is going to bring about a total turnaround in whatever you are doing. And in case other years have been always good, that same good God is going to do much more for you this year. So I join you to say you're welcome to that year of hope.
Okay, so indeed, of course, you're welcome a brand new year, and of course, our expectation, we all expect the best for this year. The program has been on for a while, the program Touching Lives. It's all about connecting, it's all about help, it's all about bringing to the awareness of everyone that we can be our brother's keeper, we can help the man who needs help, and also we can get help when we are down and in need of someone to render us assistance. That's what Touching Lives is all about. We try to, of course, connect you with those who need help, and also help you to know that you are not alone. And indeed, if we all live together, if we all share what we have, no man will suffer, no man will, of course, be in any much trouble. So, a brand new year, Reverend. So, what will be our focus? What will be the first look, the first focus for this year, 2018, on Touching Lives?
As it has always been a tradition that when a year starts, definitely people want to take some good resolution, some good decisions for what they know is going to be of help to them. And that is the reason why on the platform of Touching Lives, I am also thinking that it is the best opportunity for us to build a brand new community. I call it a community of love.
For us to build a community of love, huh?
Okay.
So that should be our mission for 2018.
That is what I'm looking at, because I feel in such a community, you are not going to find anybody that will have any reason to complain. The poor and the rich, the sick and the healthy, everybody definitely must have something to share and to testify about. That is the point of this program.
Okay, so let's take a look at the community of love, because apparently you're saying let's go beyond, our ethnic settlements, our religious settlements, the boundaries that, of course, demarcate us and calls us a community of that. We should build a community of love. So what do we mean by that?
In the first place, I have to confess sincerely that human society fell from original plan of God's love. There resulted a broken relationship which brought about pains, and the pains actually spread into several issues like what you call isolationism, where somebody will want to be on his own. I don't want to care what is happening to that person after it's not related to me. Problem of insecurity coming. I was just listening to several news items and see the calamities were recorded. You discover that the issues of utility come in, people who no longer have their dreams achieved, anger increased, and people became helpless. That has been the situation. But I want to say that as the society fell and the communities became disintegrated, and you see people begin to think more of doing evil than doing good, I believe that God's love united us to overcome evil with good. So having been united by God's love, which we have just celebrated, and the reason is clear, definitely we can overcome. So talking about community of love, I'm looking at a setting that has both religious and social obligations. By talking about religious obligation, just as what we are saying, we are always talking about what in the big studies we call it the verticalism. The verticalism now is a school of thought that says that there is a relationship between God and man. Therefore, your overall responsibility in life is to fulfill spiritual duties about your salvation. So that's why you see everybody is always committed about spiritual things. But again, I want to sound it very clear that in the community of love, we also have what we call the horizontalism. That's another big school of thought. And what does that school of thought is saying? That school of thought is saying that where there is spiritual obligation, it must reflect itself in the social work among those that are with you. So the relationship is both vertical, upward, with your spiritual God up there, what you believe, and at the same time with people that are around you.
Yes, people around you.
So you can see that is where community comes in. We all have God, and at the same time we relate with one another. This is the platform on which we are now saying that there is a clear responsibility for every man to know that since God has kept you, we all really also need to be active in works of mercy, to look after the weak, the poor, the sick, the hungry ones, the homeless ones, because once you do that, yes, the community is going to be peaceful, it's going to be loving, the God out there will be interested in you. So that is all about that community called love.
Okay, so basically now, to what purpose? You're saying the purpose is that the community or perhaps the world around us, society will be better if we can all indeed build such a community. To what purpose? What's the function of this community?
We have actually looked carefully and discovered that in every place you go where God has allowed people to dwell, there are basically three functions He expected community to have, and we cannot see community of love to be different. Those major functions He has assigned them is what you call communication. There must be a language. Everywhere you go, they have a language they use. So in the community of love, we believe that there should be a language of love, language of support. We should be able to communicate with one another to feel that yes, I am aware of what you are passing through. Just a little word can save someone, can calm a society. Just a little word you are passing out can save somebody's soul. So the word is an important aspect. That is why even the religious context, as we were saying, you see everybody keep preaching, they pay all amount of money to make sure the word is present out, is spread it to all men. Yes, it's part of the function of that community. I agree. I love you. I'm doing it. Again, the second aspect is that there is always what you call worship, fellowshipping, togetherness. Apostle Paul was so clear when he told them they should not neglect the coming together of the brethren, just like the attitude of some are. So where people are congregating, you are going to find those who have difficulties, those who are not feeling okay, those who are weak, those who don't have any cover with them. So as we are that opportunity coming together, so there is a function in that community that you can't turn away from your brother that is dying. You must carry them along. So it is a clear function that there is always worship. Whether traditional setting, whether religious of the Christianity platform or the Muslim platform, anywhere you be, there is worship.
There must be worship and fellowship.
And people of different types are going to be there. You can't send them away from there.
Fellowship is very important.
Very important. That is what brings us together in a community. So one single word that is going to keep all of us together is love. We must love one another. So it's very terrible to where you see people, we see coming from worship, you see people in the worship, you begin to destroy lives and souls. It's not good, not fair.
Terrible situation that happened in Omok during the New Year's Eve.
Very terrible thing. So we are really calling on people that we really need to allow love to begin to have His cause in everywhere we gather. So, but the last function is what I'm always interested in, because I have those who are on the wall, those who are in fellowshipping, they have different things they do and entice people to make them feel happy about it. But the last function is what we call the welfare. And you know, there is something I observe, it's always WWW. Word, worship, and welfare. This welfare aspect is where we have problem. You see people worship together, pray together, dance together, but when it's time to care for one another, you see people begin to disintegrate. I was just talking with the boss in the studio, just about Nigerian society. He stopped there. But as he said Nigerian society, I understood. It's very difficult to find in the Nigerian society where people will actually accept you as you are with your responsibility. When it comes to responsibility, you see people shifting back. I want to say at this point again that Paul said, let brotherly love continue. I think that is the book of Hebrews chapter 13 verse 1. He went ahead to say, do not neglect to show hospitality to strangers, for thereby some have entertained angels unaware. So welfare is an important thing. He said, remember those who are in prison, as though you are in prison with them, and those who are mistreated, since you also are in the body. He went to verse 16 and said, do not neglect to do good and to share what you have, for such sacrifices are pleasing to God. I think I want to say very strongly that in the community of love, welfare has been critically emphasized. If I want to go further to challenge us more, you can discover that even our Lord merged the issue of kingdom identity, God's kingdom identity, with what you may call welfare service. When he said when it comes in the kingdom, it's going to separate the whole world. Welfare is an important issue. You must do it. So therefore, I'm pleading that in this new year, part of the resolution, people must have it. I'm going to increase my love practice. I'm going to take care of some people. I'm going to take care of some people's needs. You will be pleasing God mightily. That is it.
So of course, we have to try to build a community of love for the year 2018, and of course, word, worship, and welfare. Of course, some of the functions of that community. We need to, of course, communicate and actually spread the word. We need to worship and fellowship together, and of course, we need to ensure that we also, as we fellowship, we come together. We highlight the needs of perhaps the other man, and also help assist the other person. And indeed, that will help promote a community of love. So, Reverend, could you just highlight the basic features of such a community of love?
You know, this year I am going to be so glad. Already I've started so many plans to make sure that the time 2018 is over. It's not going to be a media platform, but people will experience this community where they are. So that is why I'm going to take time to talk about the features so that people can quickly begin to discover how beautiful this is. Number one feature that is found about this community of love is what you call the World Renewing Mission. World Renewing Mission. And this mission was actually ordained by God for restoring mankind to his state of love. I started by saying we fell as a society, as men, from the love of God. And that is why you can see that you can only say, I love because God first loved me. It's the love of God that kept all of us alive, and that is why we must reciprocate. I want to say, he added by saying, while we were yet sinners, he actually sent his son to die for us. So important. So it's important. So that mission that God has started for renewing the world, he put it clearly that he was in his son Christ reconciling us as a world to himself. There were two things are now spelled out. What are those two things? The first thing in that mission is that one, we have been given what you may call elements of unity, element of peace and equality to break down the walls of hostility. There was an enmity between God and man. So he has settled that. So the world is definitely going to enjoy peace, enjoy unity and equality. The second thing there is that we should understand that as a community where we are all living, there are people and institutions. You find a family, you find a church, you find the schools, you find the hospital, you find the nations, you find the several activities. Everything you see happening is contributing to your overall existence. So this is a mission God has set out in the first place, that we must be able to sustain all of this if we want to live together. Immediately I need to move on to what I see to be very important, and that is what you call the welfare building and grace sharing. In this aspect, God knows that there is something that we must do, and he now decided to bring the world reconciliation. I am picking that directly from the scripture in the book of 2 Corinthians chapter 5, particularly from verses 18 and 19. He said, you have been made an ambassador, a representative for this very purpose of reconciliation. And let me come down. You know, the word reconciliation comes from the Greek word katalasso. And katalasso means change or exchange, which has to do with the welfare service of money. But by application, Apostle Paul used it to mean that sinful men can now turn from enmity into friendship, from hatred to love. So the most important thing now is that everyone in 2018 is an ambassador for love, ambassador for care, and ambassador for service. We must carry on this ongoing plan of the Lord to heal our world that has been destabilized by several activities. We also find another important issue as a feature. There is going to be practical charity and social mission activities. Practical charity and social mission activities. Yes, you can go around and see several projects like schools, hospitals, maternity homes, orphanages, old people's homes, home for the unwed mothers, special centers, and several things going on. But there is something very pathetic about it, which we must correct it this year and onward. What is that? It is activity that is largely unorganized by individuals. Try their little bit to see what they can do. This is a very painful thing that we are facing right now. It is not supposed to be so. It's not supposed to be a play of interpersonal concern or passion. It's actually supposed to be something that receives backed up support of education, supervision, and supply of resources so that they can be able to do what will be able to attend to the society. I was reading a paper and discovered what actually saved the souls of people during the Biafra War of the 1960s, 79 to the 70s. That there was institutionalized charity in Nigeria, whereby foreigners supported and people came in, and as numerous calamities came up, they were able to address them. That died immediately after the Civil War. And now, as it is now, you can see that every issue of displacement, disaster happening to any part of your country, definitely what is going to be given to you is going to be very shallow and very difficult to access resources. Because of what? Charitable activity is just left at the mercy of few individuals. It's not made an activity where people can actually participate. So I want to appeal that in 2018 there should be an institutionalized plan where people should see themselves as members of community of love, taking life-saving tasks. Like this morning, somebody just called us. I said, please sir, can you come and check the case of a boy? I look at the fear in the car and the difficulty. It was difficult because it was a life-saving task. We didn't hesitate. We have to take all our roots, start finding solutions to make sure we get to the spot and solve the case for ourselves, analyze and suggest what is to be done, which I believe in a very short possible time, result will come out. Why was that possible today? Because there is an institutionalized plan where you can see partnership. People can hear us from air and call you to come and help us. And this is what we want to see.
Okay, you already have, that benefit of the house. Like you say, welfare important. We have to be our brother's keeper, but one man making an effort on his own may not do it well enough.
Yes.
We have to come together, structured, organized. So that means perhaps we need, because I'm sure sometimes some people are willing to help, some people are willing to give. But like you said, it just might turn out to be a drop in the ocean, or it will not be well coordinated. So who would lead the way? How do we easily get people to say, okay, let's come together as a group. Let's come together, even if it's as an entity, and do it. That might just be difficult,
I want to share, that is why I say we have made several plans over last year to make sure 2018 should not be the same. The first thing we have identified is that there is complete diminished professional education and limited resources for those involved in charitable work. So it's becoming overwhelming. But it's not like that in the Western world. So what do you think then we need now? We really need one professional welfare training for international services and education for placement. What we are doing here should actually attract professional services, professional support, because some of what you are doing may not be acceptable by people outside here. People are not even aware of what the needs here are actually like. So one thing we expect 2018 to give to us is that there is going to be an open platform, because already some international bodies that will be interested to carry out such training are beginning to indicate interest. Because world over, in the year 2008 at Thailand, universities, seminaries, institutions, professionals gathered and said there is need to provide professional education and support for those who are working with people in need world over, particularly the continent of Africa.
So you need to train those who are involved in welfare.
And network them how to generate resources so that people who have needs and people who have support can actually see appropriate platform to channel through. But do you know the program we are talking about? In every community can be a church, can be a school, there should be a setting representative that is actually involved in charity so that you can access these resources and be able to do it right where you are. It's not going to be something you have to travel a distance, visit a particular place before you give your gift. Every spot you go, there should be the platform for you to really know that yes, people are caring for the poor.
Easily accessible.
Exactly.
Okay, now if you just joined us, the program is Touching Lives here on Garden City Radio 89.9 FM, the first edition for the year, and you could get involved. We're talking about building a community of love. Now you could get involved and tell us how indeed perhaps you have planned your year 2018. Do you intend to do more giving? Do you intend to, of course, care more for perhaps those around you? What do you plan for 2018? You could share with us, give us comments concerning, building a community of love for the year 2018. Or you could just call and say a Happy New Year on the show here. We definitely would love to hear from you. 0809 289 5620 at 0809 289 5620. That's the call line via which you can reach us here in the studios, or you try the alternate number, and that's 0701 480 4224 at 0701 480 4224. Those are the call lines via which you can reach us here in the studios. Building a community of love. That's the message for today, and one of the key features is we should try and, of course, institutionalize a welfare mission plan. We should try to make charity and, of course, all our social mission activity, we should try and institutionalize it. And one way in which that can be done, so that we don't seem to be perhaps that lone voice, crying in the wilderness that perhaps might not be heard, in order to ensure that what we do is actually felt. We can all pull together and do this through. Well, I can give you one platform via which your charity or your help can come this year, 2018. You can do it through the Luther Welfare for Children and Risk Development Center. They currently are catering for about 177 children, and you could make that burden lighter. You could make it, of course, you could join in what they do. You could help provide this account number. Fidelity Bank account number 411-005-9722 as Fidelity Bank account number 411-005-9722. It's in the name of the Luther Welfare for Children and Risk Development Center. The Luther Welfare for Children and Risk Development Center. You can make a financial contribution, and of course so that you can help them in their, of course, in their bid to ensure that these children, these vulnerable children, these orphan children, these challenged children could actually get, a future. It doesn't have to be a financial contribution. You can call the number 0909 301 9664 at 0909 301 9664. Ask how you can be of service. You could help provide, perhaps, reading materials, clothing, food, whatever it is you can provide. So just call and ask, how can I be of service? It's a new year. What would you be doing this year in order to help build a community of love? Because this indeed is what is necessary in this time and age. We have gone beyond, we have forgotten the old times of the past where we all lived together as a community and we cared for each other. Even from the biblical days, we have forgotten all that. Every man is becoming an island of his own these days.
I am really disturbed sometimes. Why I'm disturbed is because when you are alone, doing your own thing, sometimes for your own family, you are already building a very strong wall that is going to fight against you. And the only way for you to amend that issue is to break down that wall reward of celebration. And the reason why we come up with this topic today is that by the time you will be of help to someone, definitely you have actually sacrificed to make sure that person become purposeful and useful to support other people's life. Like as we have just mentioned, by Monday, we have up to about 177 children moving straight into school who require hospital support. And the sad thing is that some of these children, because what makes children at risk development center so unique is you deal with children at different ages with different problems and different issues. And as they are growing, they are subject to take new uniform, subject to take new support. So what you need to give to them every day is increasing.
It changes, increases.
It's increasing on a yearly and sometimes monthly platform. So I really feel that definitely if this thing is not institutionalized and expanded, I doubt where you expect me here to travel outside the city of Port Harcourt and move to places where actually they need your attention. And all I feel is going to be the solution is everyone voluntarily getting trained. I know those who are called, they have the concern to do something. Some have even started something, but they are not doing it rightly. They have stopped somewhere. I feel we all need to come together, put resources together, get the right training, and get something done. Permit me to share one pathetic issue now.
Go ahead.
The pathetic issue now, and this is why Luther welfare is unique. Children at risk almost covers a wide range of issues. But there is something we have come to realize in the state for now. For now, I'm restricting my comment to Rivers State. We hardly can find welfare service resource data, a data bank, like I just come out of Elekoya this afternoon, see the case of a child. The only thing that ran into my mind, Lagos, jazz. How do I know where such services may be available in the city of Port Harcourt, around the environs in this state, where someone can be referred? Parents are ready to spend, but they don't know where to turn. I feel one of the biggest issues that everyone can do for us as part of this appeal, community of love. If you are rendering a special service, it can be medical, sometimes can be educational, maybe shelter-related issue, can be clothing, maybe those in the design area, and maybe there is a service you are rendering for people. Do where to contact this platform. We just need your contact, so that when we come across these needs, what do? We refer, say, please go to so places and get this problem solved. Someone is dying right now, as we saw this afternoon. They don't know where to turn. Someone has grown from childhood even to adulthood, and yet the problem you're watching every day. You don't know where to turn. I feel this is the greatest pain. I feel resource data bank for welfare services in this era is one of the biggest tasks. And I can't do that unless someone out there say, I am into this. Please contact us. We will be there getting data, making sure we refer people to you. This is one pain that is ongoing.
Okay, so like you heard, now people regularly call the Luther Welfare for Children at Risk Development Center, calling with one problem or the other, and usually they give guidance, they give counseling, and they give referrals on what needs to be done, how it can be done, and if the situation, of course, demands it, sometimes they actually pursue that issue on its own. Now, you can call and also offer your service. Like we said, it's not all about financial contributions. Financial contributions are indeed welcome, but you can call and offer your professional services, be it medical, be it legal, engineering, whatever. You can call and ask, I do this or I do that. How can I be of help? Or here's my number. Should there be perhaps any case, you can actually refer to me and I'll make that my own contribution in this building a community of love for the year 2018. And don't forget the number you can call is 0909 301 9664. That's 0909 301 9664. It's a brand new year. How can you be of service? How can we help promote humanity? How can we help foster love in our society? The answer is, let's try to build a community of love. Reverend, final words before we end this the first edition.
I started by saying there is hope for this year and there is going to be change in everything we do. But I want to end by saying that after this program, I am seeing everyone enjoying and celebrating increased love in families, in business places, in church, everywhere we go. Love is only going to manifest itself in everything we do so that everybody will have a cause to smile. I will be glad and work towards this for everything.
Indeed, we look forward to everyone to have a cause to smile. You can put a smile on any other person's face. You can do that. Don't forget, you connect to the Luther Welfare for Children at Risk Development Center by texting or calling this number 0909 301 9664. That's 0909 301 9664. Or you connect to them via WhatsApp. The WhatsApp number is 0902 551 8253. That's 0902 551 8253. You call or connect and ask how can you be of service. Should you want to make a financial contribution, you do that to this Fidelity Bank account number 411 005 9722. That's 411 005 9722. It's a Fidelity Bank account number in the name of Luther Welfare for Children at Risk Development Center. And of course, let's try to make 2018 a year filled with love. And of course, it begins with you. You can do it, and you can make that your trading currency for the year 2018. That trading currency can be love. That's how we'll end today's edition of the show. I hope to be with you come Thursday next week, same time, 4:15 on this station, Garden City Radio 89.9 FM.